Hey, how's it going? So I want to do a video on what I think is the warmest winter boots you can, maybe not the absolute warmest, but one of the warmest winter boots you can buy. So I'm just going to show you some options that you can use that I've tried and led me to these boots. So just bear with me for a few minutes. I've always found my feet really cold in winter, especially walking in the woods and stuff. And I've always tried to find like a really good winter boot. And had some luck, and then I started trying some other things, and this is one of the things that I've tried. These are battery powered socks, and these have a little battery pack right here. Just turn it on like that. You got 3 levels of heat, and you just plug it in right here. The sock, this cable coming out, and you just stick it in this little pouch right here. I find these work pretty good. They're not, just hold it, turn it off, stick that back in. These work pretty good. They do heat up decent, but it's this kind of thing like the battery life, what they're advertised at. Like they're probably if they're advertised 6 hours on high, you can probably, that's probably 2 hours. So it's way off. So you need to charge these before you go on like a long walk or a morning out in the woods or something, and they don't hold up very well at all. Here's another option that I thought. These is heated insoles, and they have battery packs into the soles here. That's why they're thick. And just turn them on like that. And there's a light, and you can turn these. I think the battery's probably dead in these. There's a red light, and you can change it to different colors, like there's 3 settings on that, and there's a USB cable that you plug in here. And they pretty much just give heat in this one area right here, which is pretty much where you need it, but as with the socks, they don't last very long at all. They're nowhere near what they're advertised at, but they're kind of useful. And something else I've tried, these foot warmers here. This is the same as the little packs for your gloves, but these are just the whole insoles. And these do work really well, and they last for hours. But the thing with these is they last up to 6 hours, and they get pretty hot. They get up to 102 Fahrenheit, which is 39 Celsius. But they're not super cheap. They're a couple dollars each in my area, and you don't want to be buying those all the time. It's just a recurring cost. But they're good to have, though. I do like them. Set these aside. This aside. This is a typical example of a winter boot that I would wear. This one is it's not real rubber. It's probably like some kind of PVC. And you have these removable liners inside. These are pretty thin liners, and they get bunched up inside pretty easily. And you'd always have to take them on. Take the liner out, put that on your foot, and then put the boot on. And every time you take your boot off, you'd have to repeat the process. So this is a cheap old pair. I just bought these because they're incredibly light. So these are good for like late fall and early spring and stuff. But these are not going to keep your feet warm on cold days at all. Put that down. And here's another option. These are called Bama socks. It's basically just a slipper type thing. BAMA socks. And these are pretty good. You put these on over a pair of socks, and then you put that inside your boots. And the purpose of this is supposed to wick up any moisture into this part and not get into your socks. So these work pretty good. These are really good, but not for super cold. So I was looking around on Amazon, Facebook and stuff, and not Facebook, eBay and stuff, and YouTube, looking for really warm socks, really warm boots. found these Baffin Titans. So these are pretty big boots. That's a size 10. And these are incredibly warm boots. Like, I've always had cold feet, and I live in eastern Newfoundland, and it gets pretty cold here, and there's a lot of moisture, and it's always a lot of moisture in the air. And these work great. This is the warmest boot I've ever had. I don't even need, I usually wear wool socks in the winter, but I can just wear these with a little thin pair of cotton socks. And I've used these all winter, and I've been out in some pretty cold days, and these, not once has my feet got the slightest bit cold in these boots. These are rated for -90, I believe, which is crazy. And these are big, they're fairly clunky boots. They're not super heavy, but they're not as, they work, they seem like they're lighter than they are when you're walking in them, because this is all real rubber, this whole outsole right here, and it's really flexible. And I know you're not going to be able to see inside, but on the bottom inside, it's like a honeycombed, it's really thick hair from the sole, and it's like a honeycomb layer inside, which really gives the air, lets the air circulate a bit. And here's the liners for them. Here's one of them anyway. And these are really thick liners, and they're really high quality, and it has this like reflective material and reinforced back here and at the toe and stuff. And that's super, these are super thick and warm. That's what you need, really. And the good thing about these boots is when you put them on, you can take them off and slip them back on without taking this out. This is a pretty tight fit. You know, they slip on, and this is not going to bunch up and fall down in the boot and stuff. This stays in good shape. The only thing that these boots are is you need to definitely go up a size. Because I take a 10, and this is a 10, and these are a bit tight, but they will break in after a while. Like, this will flatten out a bit inside, take the shape of your foot better. But I would definitely, if you want to wear thick socks in these, you definitely want to go up a size. I'll go up a size anyway. So there they are again, Baffin Titans. They don't even say Titan on them, just say Baffin, but you can tell by the shape of them, and they're black and 100% rubber, real rubber. Super. If you don't ever want to have cold feet again, this is definitely the boot to get. But I'm in Canada, and I paid, these are $200 in Canada, but I've seen them online in the States for, probably get them for $150, not much less than that. $150, $180, somewhere around there. But I think definitely they're the best boots, definitely the best boots I've ever owned. And if you want to have warm feet, check them out. Anyway, thanks for watching. That's it for the video. See you next time.